Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is just another quick update on what's going on in our trading community. And of course, straight out of the bat, if you guys wanted to join our Discord club and be part of our club, in other words, trading club, investment club, guys, feel free to click on the first link on the description below, okay? But nevertheless, thank you very much for watching. So today, it is our last day of May in terms of collecting dividends. And as I mentioned to you guys before, we only have one left for this month. And as you guys can see, it is SCHD. And look what's going to happen next month. It's a full house. This is living the dream. For those of you that like passive income like myself, go to bed and wake up in the morning with $3, $5, $50, $100, $1,000, $2,000, $300 coming into your account without doing pretty much nothing. Guys, this is passive income at its best. And of course, we have our stock portfolio on the side, we have our gold on the side, we also have our cryptocurrencies on the side, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on. But passive income with high dividend yield, guess what? You can retire very fast. Okay, so this will be our last one. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's gonna be, I think, 30 cents. If I go back here and see if I can get SCHD, let me see if I can get the price of this thing. Let me go back to the left so you guys can see the price right now. It's gonna set up here the screen. Okay, a little bit more back now. It's too much. Okay, good. Here we go. So SCHD, it is dropping a little bit, but remember, the goal here is not to make any money whatsoever in the short term with this thing here. What we're gonna do is we put a percentage of our portfolio into this thing here, and now what we're gonna do is we're going to do the drip on SCHD. And I did an analysis before in this channel. I think someone put, I think, 2K into SCHD, and in 1 year was roughly 1,800 in return. Go and watch my previous video, go and look on the playlist, something like that, you're gonna find, okay? But our goal is to accumulate as many shares as we can, okay? Because our goal is to collect passive income regardless where the price direction is. Of course, you might say if the price dropped too much, it's gonna start to drop the yield, things like that. Guys, it doesn't work like that sometimes, okay? Because according to the price keep dropping, we keep lowering our base cost anyway, so it's pretty much offset one to another, okay? But in the short term, it is to get all this dividend here, all this passive income, and bring back and buy more shares. And as you guys can see, I think it's 30 cents, 25 cents. Here we go. So the next payment is gonna be 30 cents per share. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, the last one was, let's see, 27. The one before was 27. The one before was also 27. And then, yeah, it's pretty much between 26 to 30 cents. That's not too bad. Okay, that's not too bad whatsoever. Remember, let's call this thing here 30 cents. And then you have, let's say, 100 shares. So basically, every single month, you can collect $30. How good is that? It cannot get better than this, okay? And that's why I put the playlist in our channel. You can go and watch our playlist and learn how we do when it comes to invest in this channel. Let me see if I can go back there to my channel, because I want to show the playlist for you guys so you can go and watch, okay? Let me see this one here. I'm just opening the playlist here on a different channel, but it's not working right now. So yeah, I'll leave a link on the description below so you can just click and go and watch all the playlist, okay? And you can learn for free. But in a nutshell, it's very simple, okay? And I explain many times in this channel here. So basically, we have here our OCA club, we have our LTI club, and of course, we got our cryptocurrency, things like that. But this is the two main ones that we have. So basically, it's option cash flow accelerator and our long-term investing. This long-term investing here, of course, it can be break down to a few things. Let's say option futures trading and our high yield dividend paying ETFs. And all this thing that we're gonna make here, and even here on the option cash flow, is gonna go back to here. So basically, all the premium that we're going to collect for selling our option, and the dividends you're gonna collect from holding the ETFs, whatever, it can be stock as well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna pump back here, we're gonna buy more and more and more. Why? Because over time you're gonna pretty much build this massive exponentially snowball. If I go back to, let me see if I can show you guys a chart here so you can have an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see if I can open here. Not this one, not this one. I want to show you guys some chart which is really cool. Okay, no, this one, here we go. So if I go back here, all right, look at this chart here, for example. So the first month was 23, was 37, 255, 249, 433. But don't forget, we still have here our SC vol to come to play here. So let's say if you collect about $60-ish minus 7, it's another $50 I'd say here. So this is roughly $480. Okay, the goal of this portfolio here with this challenge, it is to take this account here from $10,000 to $1 million. How long is it gonna last? It doesn't matter. This is going to happen as soon as you probably can think of. Okay, it's going to happen very soon. But next month we might even collect even more, because look at this, like I showed you guys, next month we have a full house. Remember, every single quarterly payments we have full house. Why? Very simple, because these ETFs here, okay, as you can see, SCHD, SCHG and Ford only pay on quarterly basis. Okay, and there's another one here which is, I don't know why it's missing here, but there's another one supposed to be 7. Yeah, there's another one here that's missing, which is no appear here, but there's a EWZ, which it is the Brazilian ETF. Okay, but you guys get what I mean. So this is very powerful, and that's why I'm trying to make you guys understand that this chart here over time, okay, if you keep contributing to your portfolio, you can build a massive passive income. And look at this on the dividend journal. I don't know if it's this one here, but transaction, I think it's here. I want to show something very powerful. Here we go, this one here. Let me see if I can get down here. Here we go, guys. Look at this chart here. Okay, this chart is very crucial, because all these red dots, let me go back here. So here you go, all these red dots are contribution to the portfolio. So this is very important, because it doesn't matter. I don't care less if you put $50, $100, $200, $1,000, $1 million. I do as much as I can on this small portfolio here. And look at this, all this contribution here, it can build a massive and exponentially return, because remember, we're gonna pump this thing back into our portfolio. And if you create here like a massive, let's say, safety net in terms of a cash, because if the market do drop, you have that cash saved to buy at the best price ever, right? So that safety net, it is very important. You can call that the emergency cash, emergency safe, emergency, whatever it might be. You can name whatever you like, okay? It doesn't need to call the emergency. You can call the safe booster, whatever it is, because when the market drop, you have dry powder to buy. Because why now? I have about, in this small portfolio here, which is roughly 32K, I have like 10K just in buying power, wait for the market to crash. I mean crash like 5%, 10%. But you get what I mean, okay? So it is very simple, very simple strategy. But the goal is, like I said to you guys, is to buy every single day. And that's what we're doing, okay? We don't care less where the market is. We keep buying, all right? And in May, for example, look at this. I don't know if I got here. Total here of May only have for this thing here. But if I do, for example, okay, if I put another row here, and if I call this total, okay, so if we sum up here, Millicent, I don't know if it's right, but so if we sum January, for example, okay, I've got another spreadsheet, but that's okay. So if we sum these, look at this, 1,050 in January, okay, and then in May was 92. So this is not too bad. Why? Because the market hasn't dropped much in May for us to buy a lot. So we didn't have like a lot of chance to buy a lot. So we only bought like what 92 compared to what we bought, for example, back in back here back in April, for example. Okay, April we bought a lot. So does in March as well. All right, but this is not too bad because this month we pretty much buying here more from our challenge portfolio, especially SCHD, because the main goal of this channel is to make SCHD D the main holding of this portfolio. Okay, this is our goal. If I go here to the portfolio, for example, so as you can see, our goal here is to get SCHD the majority of the portfolio. Okay, this will be this portfolio here is going to be based probably I would say 40% SCHD, 30% SCHG. Okay, that's 70%, and the 30% we're going to split JEPQ, what else, EWZ, Ford, SCVol, MIST, and so on. Okay, but the main holding here is going to be SCHD and SCHG of the portfolio. Okay, but this is the goals of the portfolio, and of course next month we're gonna buy even more. We're gonna keep buying regardless the market is, because if I go back here, for example, look at this. This is just the SCVol, yeah, but if you pull here the market, for example, right, look at this. We are pretty much very, very close from the all-time highs. Why now? We are roughly, I don't know, 5% from the all-time high. So it's not going anywhere, right? Since the price reached this level here, which is roughly 6,100, and you pull back here to roughly 4,800, we just traded sideways. And I'll be surprised if we trade sideways here for a while before you break to the upside, which we will. Don't worry about that. And if it do come all the way down here, it's going to be even better because we can buy some more. That's what will be our best case scenario. I can't wait for this thing here to break all the way down here. It'll be the best thing could ever happen, because remember I said to you guys at the very beginning, our goal is to build our portfolio regardless of the price it is. Why now? We're going to start to concern about price in 20 years, 30 years. Why now? We want to build our portfolio as much as we can. Get as many shares of SCHD as possible, as many shares of SCHD, and of course, JEPQ. Okay, these are our goal. Mainly those two here, SCHD and G. Build a portfolio to a point we can get the passive income. Okay, and go back here to the portfolio so you guys can have an idea. Okay, this is the goal, right? Very, very simple. This is the goal, and we are gonna achieve that very, very soon. What I mean is, like, guys, with the proper risk and trade management. We're not doing anything crazy in this channel, okay? We're not leveraging our eyeballs. But look at this. The goal here is to get that 50K per year. That's our first step. The second step is going to become this thing here per month. And from there, my friend, the sky's the limit. Okay, the sky's the limit. But why now? We are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months in to this portfolio. We are already with an estimate of yearly dividend yield passive income of 2,400. But once we get the SCVol this month, and June is going to be even more higher, this is going to get close to 2.5. But this is only 5 months. Okay, imagine this thing here in 5-7 years. We're not going to be at 50,000. We're going to be at 100. Don't know, like maybe $100,000 per month. That's the goal, right? That's the goal. You need to dream high with the proper risk and trade management. So this will happen very, very soon. Because this is the goal of this portfolio in this channel, okay? Is to grow the account as quick as possible, because that's the chart I was explaining to you guys. Make this thing here grow exponentially. Buy more and more and more shares. So every single month we can receive even more dividends. In other words, passive income, okay? And like I was saying to you guys, there's one ETF that it's missing in this chart here, which we're going to update very soon, which is EWZ. Very, very important, okay? But as you guys can see, this is high play, of course, smaller portion of a portfolio. But this one here, Okay, these are our main core, but over time, this is gonna be like here. Okay, over time, right? Because this, I want this to grow exponentially. But if you guys get what I mean, if you want to learn, if you want to join our club, very, very easy. Just click on the first link below, and I'll be very happy to speak to all of you. If you guys want to have like a one-to-one, things like that, I can explain to you all my strategy, guys. Not just this, but also options as well, okay? As you can see, we're not doing too bad whatsoever. We are pretty much collecting a lot of income this year so far. This, of course, it is educational trading journey, whatever you want to call it, or track, or whatever it is. As you can see, we have made roughly almost 400 premium this year. This is just about ETFs, don't forget. I have massive portfolio of options on stocks, things like that, but this is just ETFs. Very, very safe, okay? This is our cash secure put, okay? Our trading journey that we use. And here we can log in all our trades, as you guys can see. But anyway, all this stuff here, you can get access into our Discord group, okay? Feel free to join us on the Patreon. And if you do join, or even if you support the channel, I'll be very happy to chat to all of you and explain to you what's going on. But nevertheless, I hope you guys are doing very well. Don't forget, guys, position size, trade management, and risk management. If I go back to this chart here, look at this. Follow this thing here. Okay, patient, discipline, and risk management. Risk management, position size when it comes to trade options. Very, very crucial. Okay, all the best, stay safe, and happy investing.